Alright, what's going on? Day 9. Feeling a little bit better, but this is like literally just coming off of sleep, so feeling a little bit better, but we're locking in, bro. Tomorrow marks day 10. Alright, we're in the big boys. We're now at the big boys, the double digit numbers. So oh yeah, I was in the process of looking for a bed frame, but like while I was looking for one, like, oh my goodness, I felt super zesty. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way or I guess homophobic way. For some reason, I'm walking, I'm looking at these bed frames and stuff, and I'm just like, hey, this is just not something I do every day. I just feel so out of place here. It's like the equivalent of walking in the woman's side of a like of a store. You see, I don't even want to talk about it. It's like it's so, but like it's like the equivalent of being somebody like a kid, like maybe 13, 12 years old, right? And you're on the woman's side of the store, and you see all of that kind of stuff, and you're just like, I don't even feel like I should be here, like, you know what I mean? That's just kind of what I felt like. And I'm just sitting here. At the same time, I'm sitting here like, bro, do I have to be bothered with this? I really don't even want to be doing this right now, bro. I gotta be home. I'd rather be home right now. Okay, I have a little subject to talk about for a little bit. All right, in today's world, you'll often find that there are a lot of like really rude people. And like what I mean by really rude people is like, obviously a lot of us have seen the fair share of how people act just to get views. Like I remember a few years ago, there was, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I don't even know if this was a TikTok or whatever. But I remember a few years ago, there was this group of people. They were just chilling, minding their own business, and they started randomly harassing this lady just to harass her, right? And then they ended up beating her up in the street. All right, that kind of stuff, just like that makes me so angry at people like that in our society. Like, bruh, like, yo, what are we doing? Like, okay, I'm not necessarily the most super religious person in the world, but I do believe that kindness is something that we all need to strive for on some capacity, some level. Now, not everybody can be kind to everyone every day and every moment, but I just feel like we need more of that because so many bad things already happen today, and already have happened. It's just like, like, you don't have to strive to be like that. You don't have to strive to be like, let me explain. Let me like do this. Let me explain a little bit further. Like, you can have the most rude parents, the most rude friends in the world, but you don't have to match that energy. You can be the complete opposite person. And I'll tell you guys, I remember when I was younger, maybe back when I was in high school, I used to have this friend. I still have him, actually. He used to have this really weird thing about, like, we would play Call of Duty all the time, right? He used to have this really weird thing about me, like, saying GGs to other people on the game. Just giving them a compliment. Like after the game, I'd be like, yo, GG's, good game, whatever, right? And some other stuff under the sun. Just little compliments, right? And I swear, he would get so upset at me just giving them those little compliments because his goal after every game was to just talk shit the entire time, right? And me personally, I am not a good shit talker, bro. Like, nah, I am not a good shit talker by any means. I don't that's just not my cup of tea, bro. You know what I mean? And I just went to just being kind, just giving. I wouldn't even say that much. Nah, I wasn't like showering them with compliments. I just said at the end of the game, maybe a quick GGs or whatever, right? Move on about my day, next game, right? But he would get so like upset at me for doing that. He'd be like, "Yo, like, what are you doing? Like, lock in." And I remember he said, if you don't stop doing that or something, he told me to stop doing that, right? And then it was something along the lines of, like he took it too serious. He said something like, bro, do you want us to lose or something like that? I was just like, yo, bro, nah, it's not even that deep for real. It's not that deep for real. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all bleed red. I don't care if they're on the other team. We won, they lost. Yeah, yada, 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 bro. You know, it's not that deep. It's GG's. At the end of the day, move on, right? Good game, right? I don't understand that about him. I do not understand that about him. It just baffles me. I mean, sometimes I have this, like, thought that maybe I am too kind. Maybe I am too forgiving to the people of this planet. But, I mean, nah. I can't just give up on people that have done bad things. Yeah, I mean, people do terrible things. I mean, but what I mean by terrible things, let me clarify this. What I mean by terrible things is like maybe they stole, maybe they lied. Like, yeah, I do have a few things where I'm like, yo, that's like no point of return. Like, you know what I mean? I do have those kind of boundaries, if you will, when it comes to certain actions of like wrongdoing. But, you know, a lot of people, let me think. I'm trying to think of like high school beef that I had so I could use like this as an outlet to kind of keep the conversation going. I think, okay, I have a good example. Of what I was just talking about. Back in like, even a bit further, I think it was maybe 5th grade. Yeah, 5th grade. I think it was 5th grade, 4th grade, more likely 5th grade. I used to have this friend. He was very, and I mean very racist, right? I remember his name too. We don't talk anymore, but when I first met him, this is one thing I remember about him. He showed me a picture of his room. We were chilling. We were just, you know, we had phones back in 5th grade. And he showed me a picture of his room. And above his bed, he had a Confederate flag. All right. Now, I knew what that meant when I was younger, but I didn't really care. You know what I mean? I guess it didn't fully register. I was just like, Confederate flag. It is what it is. Like, it was like, yo, I was like, yo, you're racist like that? Now, mind you, I'm black, bro. So like, I'm like, yo, you're like that? And it's like, yeah, I mean, my father kind of raised me. He kind of told me that his father raised him like that, and that's just what he's kind of been around. But me and him became really good friends. Like, I don't ever remember him calling me the N-word or anything like that. Like, he was a good guy. Like, he was a really chill guy. We actually, like, spent time at recess. We actually talked about certain things that happened on our lives at that point in time. It wasn't much, but hey, me and him were really good friends, and I still remember his name. I actually friended him on the game one time. I can't remember if I played the game or not with him, but I remember friending him going as far as sharing my gamer tag with him. Man, we need to bring that back. Like, yo, what's your gamer tag? Write it down, bro. Oh my goodness. I guess. I don't ever give out my number to people. I mean, I just give out the Instagram. But low key, we need to bring back two things. Like, giving your number and then giving your gamer tag, bro. Like, I feel like, for me, giving out the gamer tag is as equivalent as giving out my number, right? Because I don't usually, like, nowadays, I don't really share my gamer tag. At least when I was in high school, I can recount one time in high school, that I actually gave somebody my gamer tag, and man, those are some good people. They were chill guys, but yeah, I just feel like we need to bring those two things back, honestly. But yeah, the moral of the story, the moral of this video is just be a kind person, right? Just be a kind person. Like I say in like the past videos that I've already posted, you know, be a kind person, right? It doesn't hurt you at all to be a kind person. And if anything, don't let people tell you that you shouldn't be kind and that you should not do kind gestures or whatever. Because at the same time, yeah, we may be in a competitive environment or whatever, It doesn't matter, right? We're all humans. Again, we're all humans. We all bleed red. It doesn't matter. You never know what that person may be going through, and they may be suffering through a hard loss. Maybe it's something as little as you may, as something as little as you may think is losing in a video game. Maybe they're going through something at home, and that loss really meant something to them. You know, just don't be a dickhead. Be nice to people, respect their boundaries, respect people in general, and their choices, and don't let people tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. I mean, I still have that guy as a friend. Pretty cool guy. Still, pretty cool guy. I don't know how he feels about those kind of things today, but a part of me does feel he hasn't much changed. I mean, we don't talk that much anymore. We used to talk a lot, but now it's on and off. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. But overall, in terms of it being day 9 and overcoming this corn addiction, I think I'm doing pretty well, pretty good so far. Yeah, doing good. Day 9, day 10 tomorrow. Yo, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Day 10 tomorrow. I'm proud of myself on that one. Even though I've hit day 10 before. Like, I think my highest ever been was like 26 days. Maybe 26, 25. 25 for sure, but I can't remember. I'll just say 25. 25 days for sure. And also, one more thing before I go. I hope you guys can learn from this to start your own journey, to go through changing yourself as well, because this isn't just about me. Because if it was, I probably wouldn't be uploading this. But make this a little bit of a motivator and a little bit of a message to people that are thinking about changing. All right, that's all I have to say. Good morning, good evening, and good night.